One thing I think you've had particular access to in terms of services is quite intense physiotherapy. And physiotherapy can be very useful, but it's not always easy to access it. How did you come across it?
So I recognised straight away that there was a problem getting movement back in my left arm. I was lucky enough through work to be through an insurance scheme who funded a year's worth of physiotherapy. So living in Loughborough, we've got access to a whole range of physio teams associated with the university and the sports science area there. So I think initially I was going probably once a week for sort of an hour's intensive physio that managed to get the arm moving and get the neck working again, and that just made a world of difference.
So you actually had like scores of sessions with the physio over a year?
Yeah.
Which is pretty intense as it goes.
Yeah, so I mean I was really lucky that I was in schemes that funded that.
Yeah.
So, but it certainly made a difference, I think.
It's something that people should be aware of. Even if they don't get funding for it themselves, they could ask for the help through the NHS or through their organisation. Or there is the option to privately fund it, any treatment that you need, if you feel it's valuable. But you're saying that in your case, it was really valuable. You noticed the effect.
Noticed the effect immediately, and it was that bit about getting, I think I mentioned earlier about getting exercises to do, and generally you don't do the exercises because human nature is that I can't be bothered. But actually going to the physio, they do it in inventive ways that you're slightly more motivated to do it.
So there's a motivational factor because you also kind of going for a checkup, aren't you?
Yeah.
And in a sense, they're giving you techniques which are very valuable.
Yeah.
Can you take some of those techniques from their clinic, from the session, and apply them elsewhere yourself?
Yeah, so I mean, still to this day, I do the routine because she linked it to swimming. So just doing certain exercises in the pool before and after, I just do them instinctively now. So yeah.
I know you're 5 years down the line, but do you, just out of curiosity, do you feel there's still room for improvement?
Yes, yeah. So I notice, the one thing you notice after surgery is your face is never the same 2 days running. But you notice that you start to get feeling back where you thought feeling had gone forever. So yeah, 5 years on, you still notice changes, and generally those changes are for the better. You sometimes get aches and pains that you instinctively blame on the surgery, forgetting that you're now 5 years older. So it has to be a balance sometime between the two.
How much is your anxiety about your condition or the possibility of it coming back? How much is that in the back of your mind? How much can you say the cancer's behind me now?
I think it will never go away because I think once you've been touched by it, it's funny because I work around prisons and we talk about life sentences, and cancer is a life sentence. I think anyone who's been through it will probably say that. So you can never walk away from it. So it's always there in the back of your mind. I think the fear of cancer is less once you've had it once. So you notice aches and pains and lumps and bumps, and you're instinctive, is it something sinister? That fear is not there, and you actually think, well, I just need to get this dealt with. So you have, I suppose, as a survivor, you have confidence. That's what it brings to you. But it never ever goes away. I think it's always there. But you manage it.
So in a sense, it's a life sentence because you always have that possibility in the background.
Yeah.
But in another sense, you're able to deal with it day to day, like any condition, such that your life can be back on track. You see what I mean? You can have a condition in the background which is never, in some people's view, fully cured, although some people say it is in their case. But yet your life still can be successful, back on track and doing normal things. Yeah,
they talk about beating cancer. So in terms of have I got a tumour growing inside me, and the answer is no. But you've actually just got to get back and do the things you want and not let that govern how you sort of run your life.